It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Prescott. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking outside him, he's got a man. That's Watkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The end result, 21 yards. Hurts sets up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs?
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Running right through it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
We're scoreless after 1.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Luke Schoonmaker,
his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys post the 1st points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Swift. And some space here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts going to keep it running right. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Eagles at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Aesl Reddick. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Third down throw, it misses the target, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Hurts.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. A handoff, Swift running to the left.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
This 2nd and 4. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his running back out of the back. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room. It translated into a big play. The points on the board for their team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ellis. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Second and 5.
Throwing, Prescott.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Watkins diving. He's got it.
That makes the score Eagles 28, Cowboys 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ellis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
25 yards. First down, Cowboys.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one...
And now here is another interception. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins,
27 yards.
And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Prescott from the gun.
That is caught, and he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Play action now, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception.
Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point.
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Trying to run for it with Pollard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line football.
Hey, we knew that it was going to be a Herculean effort from that distance. Had to drive that kick low, and you see the result, Charles. Someone got through and got a hand on it.
And from this outside observation post, I love the aggressiveness of both teams there. One to attempt that long field goal, and the other to send the house and go block it. He hit it pretty well, and I thought he was going to have a shot at it, but a nice effort on the other side, batting that one down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Prescott from the gun on third. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Prescott. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give right side Swift.
And he's got this one down to the 10.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
Smith catches left side. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
We're going to 53.
Prescott off play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On second down, Prescott again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The offense on third down, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A first down throw for Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To the air again, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second down, Prescott. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hale. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee.
What down?
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just get going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway.